This is continuous coverage in the trial of Brian Walshe from the Hidden Killers podcast and True Crime Today. Now, back to the courtroom.
Glasses back, please. White glasses, please. Oh, thank you. Okay. Is it going to take it on now?
Yep. You're gonna have to do it.
Yeah. I always make a joke about when I make it extra happy. Yes, Thomas. Okay, well, please tell him not to. That's not. William, please. Oh, no, I would like to say I don't know where to learn that from, but I'm pretty sure it was me. That's your brothers. You're going to get very upset. Thank you. Can I have the glasses back, please?
If you don't mind me asking, what kind of errands did you run on?
On Friday.
Right.
Yeah, basically I just went down to see a friend of mine, Paul Fleming. We hadn't seen each other in a while. Yeah. And then brought back some of the stuff for New Year's Eve and things like that. And trying to think what else.
Where was that? Where did you get them?
It was in Boston. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think it's great. What? Oh, great. Yeah, and if you anytime you want to go through this, feel free. Sure. It's so weird that my whole life is like on this thing. I'd be like, here's my life, going you.
Yeah, I just looked. I saw the photos from Syria.
Oh, great.
Yeah, your wife and the boys.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, the second. Yeah.
And that was a Friday.
I'm trying to think. I also went to end of the event. Okay. Thank you.
You invited people to your house to see if anything jumps out.
Yeah.
And then you gave us a set of eyes.
Yeah. Let's do it.
So, unless is there anything else? Without put this up, is there anything else that?
Yeah.
Greg, do you have any ideas? I know you probably a lot. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, no, of course.
Sometimes I do a little window. You know,
I believe that. I still believe that.
You know, there's we'll fall on it and see if we can tell something down. So,
Right.
All right, it is 7:31 on Trial of Brian.
Sergeant, I have a few questions about that interview. How old were the children at this point in time?
2, 4, and 6.
And the oldest child, what was produced during that interview?
An iPad.
An iPad. And when it's heard the defendant saying 121212, what is going on at that point in time?
The child needed help unlocking the iPad, and the defendant assisted in punching in the code to unlock it.
Now, in addition, at some point in time, someone produced glasses. Who did that?
The middle child.
And directing your attention to what's been marked as Exhibit 6, file number 7214. Ms. Gilman, if we could have that. Sergeant, did you see the glasses there in that photograph?
Yes, there were ladies' glasses there in the black case underneath the mirror on the counter.
Now, after or during the interview, he showed you his phone. What did you look at on his phone?
Text message thread between him and Anna, and the camera roll.
And what did you see as far as travel arrangements?
There were screenshots of the JetBlue app that Anna had sent him for the flight from D.C. to Boston.
So at the end of the interview, there's mention of doing a walkthrough. What did you do next?
We concluded the interview and began the walkthrough.
Okay, and so what is a walkthrough, sir?
We just went throughout the house to see if anything jumped out or seemed important.
Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 8, 7115? So, sir, what part of the house was this?
This is the front of the house. It's not the front door, but it's like the primary access door to the right.
Ms. Gimlin, can we have Exhibit 9, 7120? Now, where are you in the house at this point in time, sir?
If you go into that door from the last photo, you're in a hallway. If you look left in that hallway, this is the entryway into the kitchen and dining room, that open floor concept.
And Ms. Gilman, if we can have Exhibit 10, 7122. Where is this in the house, sir?
If you go in from that outside door and you look straight from the hallway, that's the first floor bathroom.
And what is inside the first floor bathroom besides the bathroom?
Washroom dryer.
Ms. Gilman, Exhibit 11, please, 7169. And I take it this is the washer and dryer inside that first floor bathroom?
Correct.
Could we have Exhibit 12, file number 7137? Where is this, sir?
If you come in that same door, that hallway, if you look right, there's a sunken-in family room.
And what is at the back end of this sunken-in family room?
There's a staircase that leads up to a single bedroom.
Could we have Exhibit 13, 7138? Where is this, sir, in the house?
Those are the stairs leading up to that single bedroom.
Exhibit 14, please, 7140. Now, where is this in the house, sir?
This is that single bedroom on that right side of the house.
What access does this bedroom have to the rest of the house besides going down those stairs to the sunken living room?
None.
Could we have the next exhibit, which is Exhibit 15, 7141? And where is this, sir?
This is the same bedroom.
Could we have Exhibit 16, 7152? What part of the home is this?
This is that sunken-in living room. This is the closet door beneath the staircase leading up to that single bedroom.
Did you have the opportunity to look inside that closet?
I did.
Could we have the next exhibit, Exhibit 17, 7153? Is this how the closet appeared, sir?
Yes.
Now, can we have Exhibit 18, 7165? Where is this, sir?
This is the hallway as you enter through that door. So that door would be to the left, bathrooms to the right, and then the kitchen dining room straight.
Could we have Exhibit 20, file number 7235? Now, what part of the home is this?
That door on the left is the front door. So this is, if you're looking away from the dining room, you'd be looking at the stairs upstairs to the main part of the house, and the living room straight ahead.
What's at the far end of the living room?
A fireplace and a TV.
And if we could have the next exhibit 21, 7236. Where is this, sir?
That's a close-up look of the living room with the TV, the fireplace, and the bureau.
Exhibit 22, please, Ms. Gilman. File number 7237. What part of the home is this now?
Still right in the living room. It's the stairs leading upstairs to the main part of the second floor of the house. A view into the kitchen and the backyard.
Now, are there any other rooms by the kitchen?
To the left edge of this frame is a small office.
Could we have Exhibit 23, file number 7246? What is this, sir?
That's the small office.
And could we have Exhibit 24, 7288? Where is this in the home, sir?
That is the second floor bathroom.
And can you describe the second floor layout for us?
If you walk up the stairs to the second floor, the front door would be to your back. You enter a hallway. Straight ahead is a second floor bathroom. There's two bedrooms to your left, and there's a primary bedroom to the right that also has a bathroom in it.
Could we have Exhibit 25, which is file number 7298? What are we looking at now, sir?
If you were in that hallway coming up the stairs, if you look left, that would be the doors to the two bedrooms on your left.
Could we have Exhibit 26, file number 7301? Which room is this, sir?
This is the front left bedroom on the second floor.
And who is residing in this bedroom?
The defendant.
And so what is in the drawer next to the bed?
Some sheetrock drywall from the ceiling.
Could we have the next exhibit 28? Or actually, I'm sorry, 7301. Could we have 27, 7302? And sir, where is this?
That same bedroom.
And then could we have exhibit 28, 7309? And what orientation is this, sir?
This is looking at the bedroom door from that same bedroom.
We would object for the reasons stated before.
Excuse me?
We object for the reasons stated before.
Thank you. Preserved.
And then I'd like to have exhibit 29, if I may, Ms. Gilman, 7319. What is this, sir?
A hole in the ceiling in that bedroom.
Now, what is above the ceiling in that home?
An attic.
Did you go into the attic that night?
No.
Now, can we have exhibit 30, 7320? What room is this, sir?
This is the second bedroom to the left in that hallway.
And could we have exhibit 31, 7321? What is this, sir?
That same bedroom.
And who was residing in this bedroom?
The middle child.
And who was residing in the bedroom that was by the sunken living room?
The eldest child.
Could we have exhibit 32, 7259? What room is this, sir?
This is the bedroom to the right, the primary bedroom.
And with this primary bedroom, what was it attached to as far as a bathroom?
There was an attached bathroom.
Could we have exhibit 33, 7269? What is this, sir?
That's the attached bathroom.
And could we have exhibit 34, 7335? What's this, sir?
If you're standing in the kitchen, looking towards the front of the house, this is the basement door.
And what was on this door as far as child safety locks?
Up top was like a child safety device.
Can we have exhibit 35, 7336? Where is this, sir?
That's the doorway from the last photo looking down into the basement.
Could we have exhibit 36, 7340? Where is this, sir?
If you go down those steps and you look right, this is the view of the basement.
And could we have exhibit 37, which is file 7343? And where is this?
If you go down those steps and look left, this is the view of the basement.
And then can we have exhibit 38, 7557? Where is this?
Those are the basement steps.
Now, what access did the basement have as far as to the outside of the home?
If you come down those stairs and look right, there's a outside door that leads to the left side of the house.
Did you have the opportunity on January 4th to do any examination outside the home?
Yes.
Could we have exhibit 39, file number 7077? Where is this in relation to the house, sir?
This is the left side of the house, so that basement door would be just off frame to the right.
And there's a fence there, sir. What's the fence around?
That's leading into the backyard and the in-ground pool.
Could we have exhibit 40, 7080? And what is this?
View looking into the backyard.
What condition was the pool that night when you were there on January 4th?
It was full of water. The water was dark green and cloudy. It was unseasonably warm that night, and so no ice or anything. And there was no pool cover on it.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
There's no pool cover on it.
Could we have exhibit 41, 7084? Now, where are we in the house, sir?
You're within the fenced-in portion of the backyard, looking at the pool.
And how is the pool different in this photograph than when you were there that night?
It's drained in this photo.
What is, sir, in the left-hand corner, what is that part of the house?
Shed.
Could we have exhibit 42, 7091? And where is this?
This is in the backyard, a view of the back of the house.
And exhibit 43, 7092? What about this part, sir?
This is the back left corner, if you're looking at the back of the house.
And, sir, did you have the opportunity to look at that shed as well?
I did.
Could we have exhibit 44, 7097? And did you go inside the shed?
I did.
Could we have exhibit 45, 7390? And where's this, sir?
That's a view inside the shed.
Sir, did you find anything that night when you were there on January 4th?
No.
And did you have the opportunity to look at any vehicles that night when you were there on January 4th?
Yes.
What vehicle did you look at?
Volvo XC90.
Could we have Exhibit 46, file number 7057? What is this, sir?
That's the Volvo XC90.
And sir, if I'm going to just ask if you can keep your voice up, did you have the opportunity to look inside the Volvo?
I did.
What did you see inside the Volvo that night?
I noticed the trunk portion of the SUV was lined with plastic sheeting that was folded.
And anything else inside the Volvo?
In the trunk, I noticed like a maple seedling, it looks like a V they spin when they fall from the trees.
Now, how long did it take to do this walk around?
About 30 minutes.
And what did you do after the walk around?
I returned to the Cohasset Police Station.
And what did you do when you went back to the station?
Furthered the investigation.
How so?
I checked for any international flights, if Anna had taken any, by putting a flag on her passport.
Yes, sir.
I reached out to the Metro DC Police to do a walkthrough of the townhouse down in DC.
Yes, sir.
And I called Anna's sister.
Now, after doing those things, did you ever have the opportunity to return back to 516 Chief Justice Cushing Highway?
Yes, that evening.
And why'd you return back to the home?
I brought the fire department back to the house to investigate the pool.
And so, how did you do that, sir?
The fire department brought high-powered floodlights and a pike pole to scrape the pool to see if there's anything inside.
And what did you see happen when they did that?
They found a pool skimmer at the bottom, and then they used that pool skimmer, because it was wider than the pike pole, to scrape the bottom of the pool.
And was anything recovered?
No.
And about how long was this? Did it take to do this checking of the pool?
15 minutes.
And after you did that, what did you do next?
Returned back to the police station.
But what time do you think you got back to the police station?
10:30 or so.
And so, did you do anything further on January 4th?
Would have reviewed the notes I had thus far.
Okay. And then, what's next in the investigation?
I spoke to Jem the following day.
Okay. So now we're on January 5th.
Yes.
Okay. So walk us through January 5th as far as what you did as the investigation to find Anna Walsh.
I began contacting friends and family, gathering more background information. I created a missing persons bulletin, and I disseminated that to the department internally. I believe it went out on our social media. I sent it to the Mass Fusion Center, the Mass Crime Net, and the South Shore Detectives as a shared distribution list.
And may we have Exhibit 47, the poster? So, sir, this is the poster that you circulated?
Yes.
And I want to ask you about some of the places that you circulated it. You can take it down now, Ms. Gilman. Thank you. You said Fusion? What's that?
The Massachusetts Fusion Center. It's a information sharing system for law enforcement.
And besides them, what other organizations did you share it with?
Mass Crime Net. It's a distribution list for detectives and investigators.
And then, was there a third?
South Shore Detectives.
And so I take it that's just the police departments in the South Shore.
Correct.
So you've circulated the flyer. It's January 5th. Now what are you doing?
I began checking for financial records to see if there are any recent transactions. The phone was pinged the night prior, and we were reviewing the phone location data that day.
Okay. And so you're reviewing phone location data. And in addition to that, do you do anything as far as searching the area that day?
A canine track was conducted a area search with a canine was conducted in the house.
Can you tell us?
The rear of the house, excuse me.
The rear of the house. All right. So what's the rear of the house like at 516?
It's wooded. If you go through the woods straight back behind the house, you'll reach another neighborhood.
About how far is it between the two neighborhoods?
Less than a quarter mile.
And how is this area search conducted? You said a canine, but what's that entail?
A canine handler and the dog will do a scent search to see if there's any odors that jump out to the dog, if there's any indication.
Who is the canine handler that worked on this?
Sergeant Reardon.
And what department is he affiliated with?
Cohasset.
And so was anyone else involved in the search at this point in time?
No.
So after the canine search is done, what else do you do on this case, on the 5th?
We checked for any Amtrak travel. We had troopers from that are assigned to the Logan Airport check each ticketing agency to see if there's any travel for Anna.
And what did you do as far as checking in with any cab companies or anything like that?
I began calling cab companies from Quincy to Plymouth.
Any other ride shares that you checked on?
We checked with Lyft and Uber to see if there were any pickups in that area of town.
And besides checking with the troopers at Logan Airport and cab companies and ride shares, what else did you do on the 5th?
We requested additional resources.
And who did you request for additional resources from?
My supervisor reached out to the Norfolk County, the troopers assigned to the Norfolk County DA's office.
And did you have the opportunity to meet with any of those troopers on January 5th?
Yes.
About what time did you meet with the troopers on January 5th?
About 5 p.m.
Where did you meet with them?
Cohasset Police Station.
And who did you meet with?
Trooper Chico and Sergeant Buchanan.
And what did you do when you met with the troopers on the 5th?
I brought them up to speed on the investigation thus far, and we listened to the audio recording of that first interview.
After that was done, did you do anything else besides just reviewing the recording with the troopers?
We went to the house.
About what time do you think you got to the house?
8:30.
And who went to the house?
Myself, Sergeant Hunt, Detective Lieutenant Lopes, Trooper Chico, and Sergeant Buchanan.
Who is Sergeant Hunt?
Cohasset Police Sergeant. He's now retired.
And who is Detective Lieutenant Lopes?
My supervisor.
And the other two were the state troopers.
Correct.
And so who was present at 516 CJC when you arrived on January 5th?
The nanny, Robin Howe, was leaving as we arrived. Present was the defendant, his mother, and his 3 children.
And so what did you do that night as far as dealing with the defendant?
I conducted a second interview.
And who participated with the second interview?
Myself, Sergeant Hunt, Trooper DeChico, and the defendant.
And where did this interview take place?
That same dining room table.
Where was Detective Lieutenant Lopes and Sergeant Buchanan?
They were in the living room on the other side of the staircase.
And who was with them?
The defendant's mother.
And what access did you have to the living room?
It's an open floor concept, so the only barrier in between those 2 rooms was the staircase.
Now, Your Honor, may I have a moment?
You may.
Thank you, Your Honor. That interview on January 5th, was it recorded?
It was.
And have you reviewed that interview?
I have.
And does it fairly and accurately depict the interview you had with the defendant that night, and Sergeant Hunt and Trooper Chico?
Yes.
Your Honor, how long will seek to enter a drive with the interview from January 5th as the next exhibit, which would be every 54.
Subject to the earlier objections, any new objections? It'll be marked and admitted as Exhibit 54.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I have it.
Your Honor, with the court's permission, may we play Exhibit 54?
You may.
Thank you. Ms. Gilman, could you play the interview from January 5th? Thank you.
The recorder is on. It is 1956, January 5th, 2023. We were at your home. We're at 516 CJC Highway. My name is Harrison Schmidt. I'm a detective with Cohasset Police. Present is
Chico, signed it off last year. My name's spelled B-I-C-I.
And that's subject Garrett. It's the actual guys.
I'm Brian Walshe.
Beautiful. So I just like to circle back to last weekend. So you started with in the morning. So when you woke up, I remember when we talked, I was just going back to my notes and taking everything up. When we talked, I had let's go panel left. Could you fill me in starting from when you woke up on the first? So that was Sunday morning?
Oh yeah, definitely. Baby Brian normally gets out of the 7 or around 7. So when it's about light, and then I get up, and then sorry.
No.
And then I get the day going. I'm supposed to change William and Brian in the morning. I didn't. I'm 50-50 on 100%. So we went down and I made French toast for one of the days off. I made French toast and so I made French toast. I was expecting to see my mother and later. So the kids and I played with all the gifts and things that we had at the house. And then Robin showed up at 2. And then I had to go out to get for a little orange juice and milk and things like that. So I went to Shaw's, and then I went to then I was off a bit late to see my mother, and then we went ultimately to CDS, and then I came back. That's pretty much the whole day.
Okay.
Before that, I listened to the your interview.
Yeah.
And you said that, I think you said at the beginning that when you were about 6, which you was leaving.
The kids is me replying.
Yeah, you did wake up and you did.
I knew, yeah. I didn't get out of bed or anything. She said 5 and I went back to sleep.
Okay, nothing with the conversation.
That's pretty much what I had to go. We got into a routine. I used to get up with her, and then I would be too blown up with it for the kids. So.
Okay. And that, but your son also saw kind of before we left?
Yeah, when I came down, I said, sorry, Mom, I had to go early because I got invited.
Yes, it's like he's 73 years old.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. He was on the couch playing with his iPad.
Okay. Sorry, to interrupt.
No, it's
fine. To clear that because it wasn't kind of completely.
No, I understand nothing's. I mean,
Can you talk about what she was wearing? Like when she left, if you remember?
I'm sorry. I really. She never dressed on her, her underwear. I guess stuff is down here. Sometimes it keeps it under the wall. But sometimes, because she's always getting herself ready in her underwear only. So, I mean, but I know she always wears black dress normally or something on that's her standby, or she has one of the flowery dresses, but I don't know what she was wearing that day. I do know that she wore, she had to have worn a short black coat because I was listening. She wore her underwear, which is odd. Normally she wears pants if she has to leave.
And what color are the boots again?
They're blue gray. Yes.
And the pocketbook, stuff like that?
Yeah, she had a Louis Vuitton bag,
Yeah.
and then she had her. She had her black bag, I think, with products. But she has like 5 or 6 product bags.
You're confident that she took that window, like that hasn't turned up in the house here?
The only thing that turned up was we were here last night at Tiffany sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
Yeah, she did not take that.
And were you able to track down where she left those, or where
Which was her sunglasses?
Thomas left them? Right? No, William.
Brian, I thought. Brian was playing with them. Maybe Thomas found them. I think they were right there because then they go in there and start like picking stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry if I sidetracked. Has anything like this ever happened before?
You know, no, it's totally is not a normal thing at all. And the reason why I didn't call sooner, but one was that when she leaves, if she was coming here, she was 5 minutes late, I would freak out. And the week before, she was late for Christmas because she, as I said, she worked late for December 24th.
Yeah.
So I was like, are you coming? You're missing. I emailed her. I called people. She's like, hey, I missed the flight. It's canceled. I'm dropping up. So I didn't have the phone and she wasn't coming. So I held off. And then I should have called her back. She was getting out months out of that way.
Go ahead. Sorry. So going back to Sunday, you didn't have your phone for the duration of Sunday, is that correct?
I didn't have the phone was with I didn't move that the whole time.
Okay.
Because Thomas found that Robin took the was up there, and then Thomas, I guess, they went in the garbage to look for it because I guess they brought it from on his phone away a while ago in the garbage. So they were out in the garbage, and then they came back, and Thomas went upstairs to play with Williams, and they brought the phone down. And I think Robin was there, so and then we got it from my mother. So, and that's when I called when I had that phone back home, and that's when things I got normally now you get call, it's been a while, you get some rest, I don't know what's going on.
Right.
So I didn't give you the exact what's going on with the emergency. Normally she updates me. She's had several emergencies with the FBI for crossing at one point that was her building. Huge leaks in Mazda or TJ Maxx. Just gonna need this kind of resident that she was dealing with. So anytime she had one, she the groups you wanted, they put it down.
Yeah. Okay. So then, when was it that you got your phone back?
I called on at like 2:30 or 3:30 on Monday.
Okay.
So it was a Monday.
You said what, 2:30 to 3:30?
So yeah, I think it's actually, I think it's 2:33 because the moment I got it, I called.
2:33.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, going back to the morning of the first, so you do French toast, you run some errands, OJ and milk.
Yeah, that was later. That was later in the afternoon. And during the morning, it was French toast, and then we played with our boys for Christmas. They were going to watch a movie, things like that. So,
Okay. So then, you went to see your mother?
yeah, after around 4.
Did you take the boys and go?
No, they stayed with Robin.
They stayed with
Yeah,
Robin.
they stayed with Robin. But I was considering if Ivana was here, they were all gone, and I was thought that some of things changed, switched up. But we had Robin full Robin.
So, what vehicle did you drive up?
Did I drive up?
Yeah.
I was going to go.
Volvo. Where's that now, if you don't mind me asking?
It's so a bunch of people come to visit and support, so I couldn't get in, so I parked right up there. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And then, so, the pickup truck, who's that?
That belongs to Robin.
Okay. And then, so,
That belongs to my mother.
oh, okay.
Yeah, and the other cars here, they're the press. So.
Okay, very good. So how long were you visiting with your mom?
A few hours.
And, what, is she, it's the Swamps Hut?
Yes. Yeah.
Give me the address.
330 Paradise Road. What was that? Well, so I'm doing something.
Okay. So
Sounds like I had a really stressful job.
That's true. Some people call them.
Yeah. Sounds like Anna had a really stressful job.
So, just to be clear, her experience was that she was over her head. As I said, it was huge. It was a job of her dreams, and she got like 2 or 3 times the money what she could make it before.
Yeah.
And she was worried to a certain extent that she was over her head, and she kept talking about that. And then being away from the family was very difficult too.
Yeah, that's a lot. And what did she do prior to this job?
She worked for Jen, who was here on New Year's Eve.
But what she
Yeah, she was his, he runs a real estate company,
Yeah.
and she was the operations officer.
So it's just a similar job, just larger scale, more money.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a way larger scale.
Yeah.
Like, multi-billion-dollar company. And, it was a lot. It was overwhelming. Yeah. So I do it,
I know that in the previous conversation we had with Professor Schmidt last night, you mentioned that the distance, the issues that you were having on
Yeah.
this job, your cost of depression.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to ask, pointed question there. Has she ever talked about suicide?
No. She never ever said that. She talked to Jen for an hour and a half. I know you spoke to her about how the year was being, and she was really unhappy about the trial and things or the court case taking longer. That's not being able to be together. And she kept saying to come back, and she's like, well, I don't have $100,000 smaller job. And I was like, no, we've made these huge sacrifices for you to be there at the townhouse. We'll skip it out. She was going to see a psychiatrist who actually brought that up. But I spoke to Jim about it today. He spoke to me today, and he basically said, hey, it's fine. It doesn't mean there was any problem. And she had a problem, and she should do it in a healthy way. So that was his experience.
Okay. So no past thought, but no past attempts on it.
No past like that. No, none.
Is the family okay? Have you guys talked about separating or?
No, not at all. I mean, we've been separate, so it's been sad for us. We love spending time together, and think about kids grow up, more time we got together. So, during the pandemic, with all the family had best friends, it just wasn't like that. We really enjoyed each other's company. So, our friend, my mother was like, what do you think about Anna? And we're just the friends. It looks like they enjoy each other's company. I keep bringing that up to her all the time, but that wasn't, that was the problem. Also, I mean, it's just the idea of separation for her comes from like a family that her mother was following for 47 years, and for me, coming from a divorce family, that I was like that. It just really wasn't. I mean, I don't think so. At least for me, that was my experience, and maybe she wasn't telling us something. What was that possible? But for me, I just couldn't imagine it.
You mentioned that in the past, you lived together in D.C., right?
We lived there, for a year.
And then there was some problems, like I think 2013, and you came here.
Yeah, I came back to Boston. I was like, DC's not working. And then she, a few months later, she basically said, okay, she came to Boston.
So that was, she didn't like DC?
Yeah, I mean, it was, I guess, no, that's not a fair statement. But I didn't like DC, just, it was, maybe I wasn't ready for such a serious relationship. And I was uncomfortable at the end of the town. So obviously there was more layers to it. And I wasn't used to what a relationship meant. And I was just a solo operator, and now it wasn't. And now it's difficult for me. I struggled with that. So I think that was really that Anna realized that she wanted to give me, and that if that was being lost, it was fine. So, and then, things.
Ms. Gilman, could you pause, please? And for the record, Your Honor, this has been paused at 14 minutes and 33 seconds on the media player.
All right, great. Judge, we're going to need our room call, and we'll be back at 2 o'clock. Thank you very much.
All right, please. Close the notebooks.
Yes, thank you.
Your Honor, before the jurors come in, could I ask? We have created a blank calendar for the jurors and for everyone. I believe it was a motion to eliminate and it was unopposed. Could I mark one for ID and then pass them out, have the court officers pass them out to the jurors?
No, you don't.
All right.
All rise for the court, please. Jurors entering. Court's back in session. You may be seated.
You have the witness back on the stand?
Thank you, Your Honor. Commonwealth would recall Harris and Schmidt.
Want those in you run, or you want to wait?
Oh, we'll wait till he gets back on the stand.
Your Honor, may we continue with Exhibit 54? I believe we left off at 14 minutes and 33 seconds on the media player.
You may.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Gilman?
I was happy with anybody at that point, but that was, and you grew up.
And I'll ask this, what is there any
No, not at all. Certainly not with me, and not that I have any information on it, but everyone was calling me. Somebody like, I don't work all this. The same story that I had is the same story Alyssa and Wolf Baskin with Amy is that she works all the time and she flies on to see you guys and she comes back and she's constantly working. She said that she would like eat with that and pass out a lot. So that was everyone else's experience. So yeah, I would be surprised that. When we were younger, we were seeing that when we were first dating, seeing other people, but all of all years ago, more.
So in your experience, you had no suspicion that you seen someone else or anything like that?
About occasion.
That was going on?
No, not at all. I mean, obviously, we were partner. We spoke a lot. That's why, people don't worry again. The stories are like, but we still go to the so it's morning and the evening. And everyone, had to rings, talk about husband and kid and everything. That seems weird, but having an affair.
She has close friends here. I was just spent a lot of time in DC, and when she came here, she talked with you. And most of the time,
Yeah.
I guess she had someone that she spent time with here, like a girlfriend. Or...
Yes. So there's Rana, a very good friend of hers. Valera, he is the head of HR for the Port Plaza Hotel.
Are you still on?
I know I still the first name, not the last name. Rayma, Rayma. So it's Rayma, and it's Ferreira, which nice. I'm going to take it as Ferreira.
Ferreira. All right.
And you said head of Park Plaza?
Yes.
And anyone else?
Yeah, so Rana was so when she was here, she spent most of the time with us. Trying to think who else the people that she would read. Rana was the biggest. Jan, obviously. So I'm trying to think.
Sorry.
I'm not distracted, but Rana, Jan. Well, Peter was here.
Oh,
Yeah, Peter came out. He didn't. I was like, I'm fine. He's chilling anyways. Because you need support. So that's Alex's thing. He lives in Marshfield, so we're pretty close with them.
So you know Peter and
Anna went to they had a leadership training together.
Okay. Was Jim part of those now?
Jim was part of my leadership training. So that's how a lot of us know these things. Yes.
okay. So Peter Kirby and leadership training.
Yeah, and she was what we call her group was D2 and my group was D3. We raised over $200,000 on the pandemic for this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
That's part of leadership training is the community service.
Okay.
something Jim and I can do.
What do you think?
I'm like, at first it's just been like, I feel like it's like it's a bad dream. I'm not going to wake up, and it's going to be a little bit and a hard time like sleeping or thinking. And then the fact that my mother, the investigator from DC, didn't believe she went back to DC. And Jenny and Della, like, where else would we go to? I had no idea. I mean, like, if you said she was in New York or Mars, I more than possible, because I had no idea where else she would go. And I talked to Candace today, who's a friend of ours, and I said, she's not someone that really would pay one like that. That is just like, go and not say anything that we're under, large sum of money from one of the accounts, and just, she wouldn't leave us or the kids, and it's not possible.
What have you been to do for bank? I know she's got like a blue card.
No, so everything's in her name. I set it up, like my grandfather's taught me, and literally your life is always taken care of. And with my biggest problems, it's been this one. And also she always pays things on time, and I do not. So
It's like bank institution stuff like
yeah, so she's got Liberty Bank. She's got one models of she's Apple Credit Union in Virginia. She's got her probably 10 years, 15 years. Yeah. So all the money goes there, and then we've got the Chase cards, we have the Fidelity, which something happened with the Fidelity card, which was in Belgrade, so that doesn't make a huge feeling.
Was that like canceled?
And it was. I think we might have knew it was a real use that one. And then the JetBlue, which is the only one that I don't do the bank accounts out big things, but I also did and all the investment accounts and all of the
obviously more context banking institutions.
yeah.
Any activities going on?
Sure. I would.
Have you been monitoring this?
I'm monitoring the Chase. The Fidelity, nothing's been going on, but the Chase, I used the Freedom card, and I think we were talking about that it doesn't have foreign transaction fees, so I was like, I'm going to call her and go use it. So then she switched to the other Chase, and then she got the JetBlue, because she's like, hey, I'm not going to you guys do one. So that was the last sort of pretty quick conversation we had 6 weeks ago or something.
Okay. When's the last time you checked the activity on the bank account?
I had to check today because the Freedom we use for a company I work with, which is a sports card, a beauty company. So they buy from their vendor. We need on the credit card, and then they get paid to that. So that's why I'm always checking the card.
Okay. Any suspicious activity on that?
No,
Any transaction from there?
there's nothing already done. So
Okay. As far as travel, has Anna done like domestic travel in the United States the past year or two? Like anywhere else?
it's been GCA in Boston, and then I think she went to Chicago or New York. She went to Chicago to meet the head brass. Then she went to Belgrade, and that was it. Now she was Dubai. Travel since I have any problems. So we were looking to do something at some point.
So in Chicago for what?
Yeah.
What was the destination that you really wanted to go to?
Oh, Japan. She kept saying, "How are you going to take her to Japan?" I said, "Yeah, absolutely."
On my list.
I've got a lot of places there as well. So she loves the Japanese food. So
Going back to the phone, you guys have a family plan, or you had?
okay, so you have a family plan. When she got the job that she expires, she's like, I decided to do. She's 11. She wanted to take less stuff over. She ported it over, and then she left the family plan that we have.
You have no access to like her.
No, but she's in spite, right?
Yeah, well, that's.
I've been had that.
We've been talking with them, but they're a big company, so getting information from their
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Oh, I thought they were basic right over.
They always have to be corporate time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if she was on the family, I mean, I'm so upset. She was on the family plan. I could like the whole room for the guy going down. Yeah, all the songs, mother, my uncle, brother, me, and all of them. So.
Okay. And I was married to her.
She was, yes.
What's the relationship like with her?
They don't talk.
How long ago was that now?
I guess she got. It must have gotten divorced in 2012. I don't know, like the last 7 years. So.
So they don't have funeral or.
I keep asking you with me. I mean, the wife and I do both talk. They were talking a little bit, but once we started that kid, that was it.
I'm sorry, you said keep asking. What?
I think if you want to talk to Mark, it's been a long time. He's, you have to, I mean, it was a bad person. He's just been now, so. But she said that every time she's like, you gotta take him this and back and forth. But he wasn't included. We're doing that.
What's his name?
Mark Knipp.
Mark.
Yeah, it's spelled Knipp, K-N-I-P-P. One of the chase cards is under it. So, we don't use that one. That's the first one she got with them. But the other thing, it's just unconnected on the card.
It's still an active.
It's an active card, but we haven't used it. There's $229 spent on it. It hasn't been going yet to us. Speaking of one, so.
Probably a lot of cash.
So we discussed this occasionally, but I mean, there's been having like $50 will be like, she was actually at $10,000. She came back from Belgrade to go out for a lawyer, who's, surgeons. She lives in, one thing. What's the, quite a lot, near Boston. We take it over. So that would be a lot of money for her, but she has had $2,000 to $5,000 at times. But
Get her personal use?
no, she just like cared if the cash was crystals or if there was some money I could give to her, but then she would forget, so that there were times when she'd be carrying a lot of cash. But I don't know if she had a lot of cash on her this time, though. I don't go for the moment, so. But there are times where I said to her, she's only at $50. But he always tries to kill. No, actually, we're doing banks. We have a front down. I am aware of facing restitution charges, but with the job and we're getting worked out. We're really good shape.
Did you guys have any arguments or anything, or you used?
No,
You stayed.
no, I wasn't enough time. New Year's Day to have an argument, but New Year's Eve, but everything was fine. We were excited when what she wrote. Peter saw what she wrote for it was very positive, and John was here, and there was it was kind of like 2022 was a hard year, but because there's the best ever. And this is not,
You guys had arguments? Made arguments in the past, anything like that?
So the biggest, again, it's something that I'll do in 10 minutes, arguments, but we're very aligned with almost everything that we do. We have a lot of the same tastes, and ultimately we defer to each other with what the other person is good at. But the biggest argument we had in 2022 was when she had to go to Belgrade for 2 weeks. And that was a 2 weeks of vacation, and I was like, I don't know, you can leave. You hear voice for 2 weeks. She had to be in Belgrade. So, that was our biggest argument. And I couldn't get in touch with her. I know I wanted I didn't get in touch with her for the first few days in Belgrade because the phone didn't have international. So I was upset about that. So that was the only other time this year that didn't have, contact with her daily.
So you can only have to drop that for them?
Yeah, 1 month.
What's the one that you found no contact?
The 3 days in Belgrade, and there was the last week of December, and some points in December, where there was like 24-hour gaps, which is really not normal. And when she was supposed to be here, and she wasn't, and I was like, I'm the most important person who's missing an area. I'm like 24 hours, 36 hours would be a lot of time. But I was making a big deal out of it over the last couple of months, and she's never told me to relax about it. And then I did, so I feel
When you guys did communicate, what was the conversation like?
what?
Any time, like, when she's been traveling to work.
It's been like, she always says, hey, hello, and this is what I'm doing today. I get out, and the boys go out. Sometimes I would send photos of Keenan. She would send me photos of what she's doing. We have a recap. I'm tired that she was going crazy today. Oh, I just have food because I go cooking normally since I'm going to get something to eat. This is the recap. Normally, we were together. Yeah, we were together without being in person. But there were some nights I remember December 23rd, 4th, 2nd, 1st. We didn't have this calls because I think I'd been sick and she was bad, so we went to bed. And the kids said, you guys knocked out, but I fully went to bed. I didn't sleep well last night, so I was trying to teach the morning. So it's not uncommon for us to leave her in.
Is there any health issues at all with Anna? That she had anything communicated to you that something is amiss there or a diagnosis?
No, not for me. My mother might have a different opinion, certainly, but yeah, she's like that. Well, I guess I'm not at first for she had none of it. Sorry. I think probably. I really couldn't think of anything. She never, thought about psychiatry or even discussed it until recently.
Did she ever be violent or anything like that?
No.
Have you guys ever had a physical confrontation? No. It's for us coming in here. It's tough. Obviously, we want to find out as quickly as possible. We don't know her.
Yeah.
There's many other reasons why people go missing. We're trying to quickly answer those questions.
Please feel free to ask me questions that you have. Don't worry about we understand that you're here to find out on what you did.
Well, all right. I mean, one of the reasons someone goes missing is because they were abused or injured or assaulted. Did you do anything to hurt your wife?
No, that's it. I wouldn't hurt my wife. I love my wife. I'm all the ones that have got the thing that doesn't work without her. I mean, we can't function without her.
You guys have never had a physical fight, nothing like that before?
No, not at all.
I mean, there's no mental health, no financial problems, no extramarital affairs, no physical abuse. The only stress in here right now is the work.
Being separated.
Separation.
Yeah.
Pressure from the combination of those two.
Yeah. Also, her mother being she had neurological lost yet, and that's why she had to go to Belgrade. So you get pressure from my mother had some health problems. And then the kids, it all adds up. I mean, I want you to know, up until another year right now, it's not like compared to this. Like, it seemed like a lot a week ago. The mother's not being well, the legal swellings, the kids growing and worried about all of those things seem like a lot.
So you looked at her?
I think we discussed it. I was like, overwhelmed by the 3 children, and choose this really bad situation. We discussed splitting them up, like how we go with her and then he wants to do that, and we watch it with all the kids, and I was like, how's that going to be for your job? I mean, we did not have a good solution. I mean, it up until, it felt untenable until right now. Go back to them and it's a very, very easy thing to go check. It's something that part of what we do a lot.
Where would you go look for it? Like you could go anywhere right now. Where do you go to look for it? You have a favorite place?
We just glad everyone was exhausted. People, the hotels, and the hospitals, and the favorite restaurant in DC. If you're near the house, and there were investigators where you know, okay, what's up in the maybe shoot goes there. But I don't know. Anna was not someone who just want to go out and. She was adventurous, but not that adventurous. And she had a way over it. She lived with Brentford, I think, and I told her that, her flight was delayed. I said, go in the house. I don't know. That's something we'd want to do by herself. Oh, David. She would always want to do with me, and at least some vows. I like to think it would do with me, but obviously, I wouldn't do something. She would just go off on her own, like my father would be traveling by himself and seeing that he needed things like that. So that was not my experience in Lana.
And this tough week last week, you don't think it rises to the level of Von Barrett or so or anything like that?
I just can't. I personally can't imagine that. But she did. I remember I talked to Alyssa about it today. She was trying to carry to Westbrook, and I guess she was going to go see her. They've been good. They came up with Middle of Washington together. I don't know what happened. She was trying to get there, but SIM card broke, and she was exhausted, not feeling well. I saw her. She put a FaceTime fiber because the SIM card is broken. And I was like, I guess there's playing about some stuff. It's just like, hey, you're breaking up to her. The first time she ever said that, I say that all the time. I'm not doing well, but it was the first time she ever said that to me. So that was new. Jen said that she seemed different, but I mean. There's the extent when we're talking about this extent is, this is just unbelievable.
Was that before or after pregnancy?
Yeah, before Christmas. So that was some point I went well after Christmas because he got in touch with me very quickly. So we got it.
Well, I mean, you seem to be willing to, do whatever you can to help the investigation. We thank you for that. Part of that, I think, is trying to understand Anna. And I think if you would allow us to look through your phone and send to us downloading your phone and seeing some of the communication between you and her and her tone. And you said that she said that she made a few phone things.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
I think it'll help us really create a permanent timeline of the events of the first and the 31st and first, and you get better insight into Anna. Is that something that you're okay with?
Yeah, so just to be clear, ignore download by everything.
We will download, if the extraction will download all the content speeds phone, yes.
Oh, that's a lot.
What we're focusing on now is what we're interested in, Jessica, and we're interested in looking and finding information specifically in there that would help us do the Hannah specific content.
As a, excuse me, what's the information, Joe?
It's a good but there's a lot on the line.
No, there is all.
You know what I mean?
What's your concern?
I don't know, are there other legal issues?
That's one of them. I guess my request would be, I'm willing to do any of them, but my only request would be because Tracy might have called me today about what's going on, and
Who's that?
Tracy might have representing
Okay.
So she said before you do anything like this, you have to talk to me. I want to do everything I can to support this 100%, but I gotta call her about it.
She said before you do anything, like, call her?
No, I get her before you do anything else. I mean, if you only want something, you get to talk to law enforcement. I said, well, I'm going to talk to them and give them my name and want. But I have to ask her quickly about that. I'm sure it'll be fine. Or she might say, hey, can we just do the information that you're asking for?
Well, that's all we would be interested in. We can get and dates. So, the 31st and the 1st of the presents that are interested in your other task.
No, I understand.
And, that instead of leaving, that you're represented by counsel in that matter. I don't, I'm not legal, despite being a police officer, I'm not a legal expert, but not the attorney, but I believe that required search warrant for that stuff to be used against you, and that's not what they're looking to.
How long would it take for you to download it?
It would take, once we hook it up to the scheme, which is in Canton, it would take, depending on how many gigabytes it is.
Generally, how long they have to go in?
It's a small. Then, it could be 30 minutes, 32 hours. So an hour to download. I think it would be useful to our investigation, not.
Okay. Well, I want you to know that I'm absolutely, that is my intention.
Sure.
And my only request is to talk to Tracy and let her know that that's what I want to do. At least let her give me what my exposure would be in my voice.
That's for your work. Can you just mind? You need to not investigate. Just a missing person.
No, I understand.
We're here. You here taking function.
No,
Just so we're one of the.
I'm fully aware of that, and I appreciate it, and I want you to know I'm not going to. I'll be very quick with it. And if Tracy and I are talking more, then we'll be the process. I'll just give you a phone or I have to do I do a lot of work on the phone as well. It's the
I'll let you help get it. And we can actually do it here now.
oh really?
We go forward on the device. Over here, do download. This guy who works in my office that does it efficiently. Send them over.
Okay, great. So you would advise I will request can you want to talk to Tracy about it?
No, it's taking you.
No. I haven't, but I don't. I'm only interested in finding out, and I'll get what it takes. But I just have to make sure that I listen to all the advice I have from my witnesses. I do apologize, but I most likely will be able to do that, and I'll be able to do it tomorrow. And that is my intention. And then
Is there any, what possessions do we know that she did not have already? What's in a wallet? We know she had a wallet. She didn't bring her sunglasses.
she has a ring and a wedding band, which is diamonds. Okay. So for the engagement ring, the wedding band, and then she has, she bought some other ring and a necklace to match because she bought in Serbia. Then she had her luggage, brought out, and she had a front bag or usually front bag, and then so I think she had she had a Rolex or Hermes watch and
Rolex or what?
Hermes. She got her Hermes watch. She would have she had some well-done rings.
Just wearing all what she liked.
Yeah, I think she had the reference of the Rolex is the Hermes. But it was the Hermes watch, not.
Does she rap?
Yeah. Yeah, so because everything that, everything's watching DC. What's all our stuff is watching DC. We work on like 2% of the stuff.
But this stuff here came with it.
Yeah, it's all this came with it.
You said short black jacket, is that right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what kind of pants or issue you have?
Well, yeah, I'm not sure. And behind the boots is one where she wears like leather boots, like leather boots or something. She has. So, but then that was on good with my nice and those and you need there.
Do we have any belongings here, like books or anything?
Yeah, she's got a couple things in the up in the bathroom that's mixed with all of our stuff, and then she has her pajamas, and there's underwear, and different clothing. She's got a drawer over it now. Remember I took you upstairs and those blinds things?
Yep.
Yeah, one of the drawers there is all cleaning.
Okay.
But so she has enough clothing to last for a day or two, and then she has limited mix and stuff. So.
Okay.
More continuous coverage in the trial of Brian Walshe from the Hidden Killers podcast and True Crime Today is coming up. Press subscribe now so you don't miss a moment.